Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. So today I have my April 2022 home fragrance empties video. So for the month of April, I was able to finish 13 candles, a little bit less than I expected, a little bit less than what I intended. That does bring us up to 60 candles used in 2022. My goal for 2022 is to go through and finish 150 candles. So we are well on our way, 90 left to go. So let's hope we keep the trend up. So let's jump in, get started, and talk about these empties. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with wax melts. I did not finish all my wax melts that were in my melt basket. The ones I did finish is the Huntington Home Grapefruit and Vanilla Bean. I absolutely love and adore this one. Kind of smells a little bit like a pink Starburst candy. Very, very pretty fragrance. I do think I have a couple more of these in my collection, which I'm really glad that I do because, like I said, I do enjoy that one. Next we have here an Easy Melt Cup from Yankee Candle. This is in Honey Clementine. So I had a love-hate relationship with this one. I liked the bright citrusiness of it, but I don't think I was too much of a fan of the honey. This was a powerhouse. This went so strong in my warmers. I definitely liked the performance, but the fragrance itself was not a love for me. Then we have here Yankee Candle Centerpiece Melt Cup, and this one is in Moonlit Garden. So this reminded me of Bath & Body Works. I think it was called Moonlight Path. Very similar. Wouldn't surprise me if this was the same oil. This is a little bit of a like dated, mature, almost grandma-like floral. Really, really good performance, but once again, the scent just didn't hit home for me. I'm glad I got to try it, glad I used it up, but this would not be a repurchase for me. Next, this one I was pleasantly surprised by. Cotton Candy Cookie. I wanted to use it up because on cold throw I wasn't crazy about it, but warm I was actually pretty impressed by this. I wish the power was a little bit more, like it had a little bit more longevity to it, but it just didn't. But this did smell like authentic cotton candy mixed with sugar cookies. I definitely enjoyed this one. This was a melt for my office and bedroom. Scentsy, Find Your Happy. The cotton candy cookie was from Scentsy as well. This is Showered in Flowers. Oh, I had to smell that one again to remember it. This is a very nice light floral. Kind of reminds me of like Plumeria. A little bit on the shampoo-y side. Loved this. This was a beautiful scent in my home office as well as my bedroom. So now we're going to go ahead and get into those 13 candles. Like I said, that does bring us up to 60 for 2022. So most of these are Aldi. I used up a lot of Aldi candles. I think there's only 4 that are not Aldi, and then there are 9 Aldis. Most of my collection is Aldi candles because they're cheap and it allows me to have an abundance of candles. So this was from the Mercury Glass Candle Collection. This was either from last year or the year before. The fragrance on this one is Almond Macaron, and this was a little powerhouse. I actually had this down in my living room on top of my wood-burning stove, and I actually paired it with... trying to think what other one I had down there. Oh, I still have it going. No wonder it's not here. So that one will not appear till next month. But I did have one of these Joe Malone dupes, and it was one of the almond fragrances, like cherry almond or something like that. So those paired really well. They were powerhouses. Pretty fair performance. This one did extinguish itself out as it got down to the bottom. Some of these jars I do like to keep. I like to like rinse them out and reuse them for my makeup brushes, but I do have enough of these right now, so I am not gonna hang on to this one. Next fragrance is from this year's Valentine's Day collection, and this is Lovebirds. Super cute packaging. A lot of people were talking about the heat of the candle and the wrapper melting. Mine did partially melt. That's always why you want to keep your candles within eye distance, because if an emergency occurs, you definitely want to be able to rectify the situation, hopefully on your own. It's always best to follow safe burning protocol. So Lovebirds is lilies, vanilla, and melon. So typical fruity floral fragrance. This one had a decent throw. This was actually in my kitchen. I definitely enjoyed it. And it was, once again, a very good burner. Burned evenly all the way down. And no, this one did not extinguish itself out. I knew I only had a little bit left, and it wasn't worth lighting the next day. Another Aldi one here. This was in my bathroom. I wanted to try to get rid of these tins. I have 2 more of these tins left, and they're more fall winter themed, so unfortunately I won't be able to get through those until later in the year. But sweet vanilla, smelled like vanilla extract. Very basic vanilla. Like I said, I did this one in my bathroom. And these are pretty quick burners. They only last a couple of days. This one did put itself out. Not a whole lot of wax in these containers, but I did get them on clearance in the 3 packs for like under $4. So really, really cheap when they go on sale. Then we have here Sweet Eucalyptus. So when I originally hauled this, I wasn't impressed. It just wasn't for me, but when I burnt this, I ended up burning this in my bathroom, and it was a powerhouse, and I loved and adored it. It is like a sweet green, like a sugared greeny smell. Kind of hard to describe this one. Definitely enjoyed it. Good burner, as you guys could see. Burned all the way down, extinguished itself out. Then we have here Lucky Clover, which was the scent that they called it Plaid, and oh, there we go, they do have a scent description on it, Irish Cream. So yeah, I definitely would say that this did smell like Irish cream, almost like I used to get the Irish Cream cold brews at Starbucks during the fall time, that cold foam that they put on the top of it. So not very strong, a little bit vanilla-y. Don't know how to describe it other than that. Just a real basic subdued vanilla fragrance. Now, one that I was unfortunately not impressed with, and I fell in love with this one on cold throw. I thought that I would be thoroughly impressed with this one, but I just wasn't. And this one was the Red Currant Cream candle. So berries, citrus, and vanilla. This smelled amazing on cold throw, but once I lit it, I couldn't smell it. Like, it did not throw anything. And this was a bedroom candle, so it wasn't like having to throw in a large room. I think our bedroom is like 10 feet by 13 feet. Not very big at all. And this just didn't do anything at all. Getting down to the wire here with candles, we have the Jo Malone dupe line. This one is white sage and sea salt, and this candle drove me crazy. Never, ever, ever have I burnt a candle and wanted to blow it out and just be done with it. Besides this candle, I hated the smell of this. I did see it all the way through to the end because I didn't want to waste it, but this smelled awful. I could tell you exactly what it smelled like. It smelled like Timothy hay. We actually buy Timothy hay because we have a pet rabbit. It smelled exactly like Timothy hay, or another good reference point for this one was that it smelled like when you mow the lawn, not fresh grass clippings, but when you leave the grass clippings like sit on top of your yard and they get burnt by the sun if you don't rake them. So like a dried up grass, or like I said, Timothy hay, awful. Like literally I was gonna take a permanent marker and write grass on it and capitalize the ASS on it because it literally, it smelled like ass. I hated this candle, like would not repurchase. Like I said, never in my life have I thought about blowing a candle out and just being done with it, but that one I did. This one, oh, this one was a little powerhouse. So white peach cobbler. So glad I bought multiples of this. Literally, it is a Bath & Body Works Market District, or not Market District, Market Peach dupe. Love it. Very juicy, sugary, sweet peach. Absolutely phenomenal. Very heavy hitter, very potent smelling. Wonderful, wonderful candle. Literally, if I had the chance to buy 10 more of these, I probably would because I loved it that much. Since we're talking about peach, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the candles here just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and talk about a Goose Creek candle. So I did go ahead and use up Goose Creek Georgia Peach. I definitely like the Aldi candle better than this one. This was a juicy peach smell. Not too sugary, just more of a fresh, juicy peach. Decent throw, but I was more impressed by the Aldi Huntington Home candle, if I'm being transparent with you guys. Then we have a Bath & Body Works candle. This is Strawberry Pound Cake. A lot of people love Strawberry Pound Cake. This came in the Mother's Day tote last year, the year before, something like that. Scent description on this one: fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. This one lends itself to be heavy on the vanilla. I'm not crazy about vanilla. I wish the strawberry would have overpowered the vanilla. This was a downstairs kitchen burn for me, and it just didn't hit home for me. I'm just not a Bath & Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake fan. Now, one I was pleasantly surprised by, and like I said, I'm not a vanilla person, was this. This is the Jo Malone dupe line from Aldi Huntington Home once again. This is vanilla, coconut, and golden barley. So this was a very creamy, vanilla, coconutty scent. Kind of reminded me of like a fresh cracked coconut with the coconut milk inside. Like you should be like sitting in the sand in Hawaii, sipping on a cocktail. Did not like this on cold throw, but it honestly turned itself around when it was being burned. So this was a bedroom burn. Great performer. Loved this one. Next, we have Blessed from Goose Creek. This was a bathroom burn. This is almost like a fresh, watery, floral fragrance. I wouldn't say it was a heavy hitter. It wasn't weak by any means. Very mediocre, thorough. I do love me some Goose Creek candles, so I don't mean to be talking about them negatively, but you guys know I try to always be transparent with you guys. Would I repurchase this? It would definitely depend on the price point. Like if it was on clearance for $7, sure. Anything more than that, I would rather seek out something new and different to try. Lastly, we have here BHG, or Better Homes and Gardens limited edition berry mango freeze. I have been hanging on to this one a while. I'm pretty sure I purchased it about 4 years ago. Cold throw, absolutely phenomenal. Very heavy on the berries. You get that citrus note in there. And then I burnt it and I smelled nothing. Nothing. And that very well could be my fault for letting it sit in my closet for 3 or 4 years. Unfortunately, this just did not perform at all for me. Like, I got nothing out of this. I tried it in my bedroom, I tried it in my bathroom. It ended up finishing off in my bathroom, and it just was not impressive because I couldn't smell anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this month's candle empties. Definitely look forward to next month's. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you for watching, and bye everyone.